Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on the changes expected in the discussions function within the Desire to Learn Learning Environment 10.3 release. In this release, discussions is the area that has the most number of changes. This is where D2L focused their efforts to have a more streamlined feel compared to the previous version. Some have described the changes to the look as more closely resembling posts and replies in popular social media. This chart highlights some of the more significant changes. We think eventually you will agree that these are improvements. We will walk you through them. First, it's important that we have a shared understanding of some of the common terms that are already being used when talking about features currently available in discussions. So let's go over the buzzwords and what they mean. Forum. Forums are what you instructors create that hold the various topics that you or your students pose to the learning community throughout the course. The forums are the larger outer shell within which the topics reside. Topics are the questions, descriptions of a specific situation, a case study, an image, etc., that get the conversation started. Perhaps the simplest example would be a text question that you, the instructor, would enter into the text box that frames what this conversation should be about. Threads are the original posts and responses to the question or prompt that started the conversation. They are not the same as a reply. A reply is someone else's response or feedback to what you have put in your thread. And we just want to point out that with the new release, 10.3 of D2L, instructors will still have the ability to force students to post something first before they can view the threads or replies that others have already made. This is a screenshot of a class that's in the old environment, the familiar way. Notice where the topics are, where the forums are listed, and that's also what your thread or your question would look like that gets the conversation started. So this is what most of you are probably familiar with and comfortable with. This is what's called the grid view. When you had an actual conversation going or discussion going, you would open it up. You would see a list of the subjects, if students retitled or gave titles to their threads or posts. And as an instructor, it would show you who authored it and what the date was that it was authored. So this is what you're used to seeing, and this grid view is gone. It's no longer going to be in the new release of D2L 10.3. Now the grid view was familiar, but many of you have probably experienced how hard it was to manage discussions, especially as your course progressed. A very mature topic could have had hundreds of posts, and although we can probably understand it and manage it from an instructor perspective, participating in discussions from the student's point of view was complicated and not very engaging. This is what it looks like in the new environment. So we're just going to point out that this is a forum. We're hiding the topics, so you can't see the actual topics that are in here, but it will show you that there are no posts and there are 2 topics in this particular forum. And over in this one has 3 total posts in the 1 topic in the forum, and it also will show you the most recent post. So this is similar to what we're used to with the old view, but just a different look and feel. The next screen we're going to show you what it's like when we click the Show All Topics and how this changes. So now as we show all topics underneath the forum, there's the forum. This is some instructions or general information, and then you can see this topic has no threads, no posts, and obviously it has no last post. And this topic also, likewise, no threads and no posts. So this is going to be a different view, and what we're going to do is we're going to transition over to a live video. I mean, we're actually going to show you clicking around and on a screen in a test course in the beta environment in 10.3 and show you what these actually look like. So that's going to wrap it up for now for this video. If you have any questions, please get a hold of us at Learning Technology Services. Thanks for watching.